Let us now look at this question. Carboxylation in C3 plants require the following enzyme: kinase, rubisco, nitrogenase, alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase. Okay. You have come across a word called as carboxylation. Carboxylation is nothing but the addition of a carbon group, a carbon atom, right? That is called as carboxylation. Now, where are we studying this? We are studying this in C3 plants. Now, for you to understand what we are talking about, it is nothing but the fixation of carbon dioxide to a carbohydrate during photosynthesis. Now, when does this take place? It takes place in the dark reaction or the light independent reaction, which we call as the dark reaction. This was clearly studied and put forward by a scientist by the name Melvin Calvin. So we also call it as a Calvin cycle. Now, the entire Calvin cycle is divisible into 3 stages or 3 steps. Easy to study it like that. The first is the carboxylation. Okay. Second is reduction. And the third is regeneration. So the entire Calvin cycle can be studied in these 3 steps. So what happens in carboxylation? I'm going to show it to you. A 5-carbon compound called as RUBP, ribulose biphosphate, accepts carbon dioxide, which is in the atmosphere. So this is 5 carbon and this is 1 carbon. Accepts carbon dioxide in the presence of rubisco. Now, rubisco is a very important enzyme, the most abundant enzyme that you find, right? Now, this enzyme, okay, the full form of rubisco, ribulose bisphosphate carboxylate oxygenase, right? Now, this rubisco enzyme helps in catalyzing the reaction where RUBP combines with carbon dioxide to form a 6-carbon compound. Now, this 6-carbon compound is highly unstable. So, it immediately splits up into 2 molecules of a 3-carbon compound, that is phosphoglyceric acid or phosphoglycerate, which in short, we call it as 3-PGA. So, carboxylation. So, did you see the carboxylation? The addition of the carbon dioxide group. So, carboxylation in C3 plants. Why C3? 3 represents the first visible stable compound in the cycle is a 3-carbon compound. That's why C3 cycle. Okay. So, carboxylation in C3 plants requires the following enzyme. Which enzyme? Is it kinase? No. See, kinase is an enzyme which catalyzes reactions in which phosphate groups from high energy compounds that are donating the phosphate groups can get added to other substrates. Okay. So, it is not kinase, it is rubisco. Nitrogenase enzyme is an enzyme that functions, that catalyzes reactions during nitrogen fixation. This is incorrect. And alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase is an enzyme that is part of the Krebs cycle. That's part of cellular respiration. You will be studying that. So the right answer is rubisco. Plants have the ability to fix carbon dioxide and thereby synthesize glucose. All the detailed reactions that occur during the synthesis of glucose were given by Calvin. Hence, it is also called as Calvin cycle. Calvin cycle occurs in the stroma of the chloroplast and does not require light. Hence, it is also called the light-independent reaction. It includes 3 stages: carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. Carboxylation or carbon dioxide fixation is the first step in the Calvin cycle. RUBP, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate, acts as the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide. RUBP combines with carbon dioxide and forms an unstable 6-carbon compound. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme rubisco, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. The unstable 6-carbon compound splits into 2 molecules of 3-PGA, that is 3-phosphoglycerate. Kinase is an enzyme that catalyzes the reaction in which phosphate groups from high energy phosphate donating molecules are added to specific substrates. Nitrogenase enzyme is a iron molybdenum protein involved during the biological nitrogen fixation. Alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex is an enzyme known for its role in the citric acid cycle, that is commonly called as a Krebs cycle, again after the scientists who put forward it. So the right answer is carboxylation takes place in the presence of rubisco. That is the right answer. A very interesting question for you. How many molecules of ATP and NADPH are utilized for the regeneration of one RUBP molecule? Okay, so before we go into the options, let's just look at the question once again. What are ATP and NADPH? Now, these are the assimilatory powers, or this is the chemical energy. Now, when is this formed? This is formed during the light-dependent reactions, or as we commonly call it as a light reaction. Now, during light reaction, which takes place in the thylakoids, you have ATP and NADPH that are released. Now, this energy is what is used to fix atmospheric carbon dioxide into a carbohydrate, and this takes place in the stroma, and it takes place independent of light, so we call it as the light independent reaction or the dark reaction. And who was a scientist, who was a pioneer, who gave the detailed description of the dark reaction? None other than Melvin Calvin. So we also call it as the Calvin cycle. Okay. Now, what is the Calvin cycle? How is the Calvin cycle described, best described? Well, it takes place in 3 steps. The first one is carboxylation. So, Calvin cycle is divisible into 3 steps. Carboxylation, then you have reduction, and the third is regeneration. So, the first step you're looking at is carboxylation. Now, what is carboxylation? Addition of a carbon group, a carbon atom. That is called as carboxylation. Okay. So, now I'm going to show it to you, and then here the question says how many molecules of ATP and NADPH are utilized for the regeneration, that means for this step, for the regeneration of RUBP. I'll also tell you why this is so important to regenerate RUBP. Okay. So, now can you look at this? This is the C3 cycle or the Calvin cycle. I use the word C3. Why do you think it's called C3? I'm going to just tell you in a minute. So, in this cycle, okay, RUBP. Now, this is RUBP, ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Okay, RUBP, a 5-carbon compound, combines with carbon dioxide. Okay, now carbon dioxide is 1 carbon to give a 6-carbon unstable compound. That is carboxylation. Now, this takes place in the presence of a very important enzyme called as rubisco. Okay. Now, this 6-carbon compound, because it is unstable, I told you it's unstable, it splits into 2 molecules of a 3-carbon compound, that is 3-phosphoglyceric acid. Now, this 3-phosphoglyceric acid enters the next step. What is the next step? Reduction. So, it gets reduced to a triose phosphate. We are not going to look at the reactions there because we are looking at the regeneration of RUBP. Okay. So, 3-phosphoglyceric acid gets reduced to a triose phosphate, and this triose phosphate, through a series of steps, regenerates RUBP. Now, you tell me, why is it necessary that RUBP should be regenerated? Well, if RUBP is not there, carbon dioxide fixation is not going to take place. There is no acceptor for carbon dioxide. RUBP is the first acceptor of carbon dioxide. So, triose phosphate is regenerated to RUBP. Now, during that process, can you see that ATP gives away its phosphate group and ADP is given out. So, how many molecules? 1 molecule of ATP is utilized. So, now have you got the answer? How many molecules of ATP and NADPH are utilized for the regeneration of 1 RUBP molecule? Is it 1 ATP and 1 NADPH? No. Is it 1 NADPH only? No. For regeneration, it is 1 ATP only. 2 NAATP, 2 NADPH, that is incorrect. ATP and NADPH are the assimilatory powers. ATP and NADPH are the assimilatory powers formed during light-dependent reaction of photosynthesis. These are utilized during the light-independent reaction to synthesize glucose. That's the carbohydrate. All the light-independent reactions occur in the stroma of the chloroplast as it has all the enzymes required for the synthesis of glucose. All the detailed reactions that occur during the synthesis of glucose were given by Calvin. Hence, it is called the Calvin cycle. It includes 3 stages: carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. Carboxylation or carbon dioxide fixation results in the formation of 3-phosphoglyceric acid or 3-phosphoglycerate. 3-PGA undergoes reduction and forms a triose phosphate. Triose phosphate is recycled to regenerate the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide, that is RUBP. For the regeneration of one molecule of RUBP, 1 ATP is required. For the cycle to run continuously, it is important to regenerate the carbon accepting molecule RUBP. In the above diagram representing Calvin cycle, step 3 represents the regeneration step. Here we can see that it involves the use of 1 ATP molecule per molecule of RUBP regenerated. So the right answer, only 1 ATP molecule is used to regenerate the RUBP in this cycle. Now a very interesting question for you, a diagram-based question. From the diagram given below, which represents the Calvin cycle, name the molecules A, okay, and B. You need to identify which are these molecules. You need to name them. So before we go into the options, let's name them and then we'll go to the options. Now Calvin cycle, what is Calvin cycle? It is nothing but the C3 cycle. Why do you call it as a C3 cycle? Because the first visible compound that is formed during this cycle is a 3-carbon compound. Now this is also called as the dark reaction. This is because it takes place in light independent condition. That is the requirement. That's all. It doesn't require light. So in photosynthesis, there is a light reaction and the dark reaction. This is part of the dark reaction. And where does it take place? In the stroma. Why? Because all the enzymes required for the fixation of the carbohydrate, fixation of the carbon dioxide into glucose, the carbohydrate, all the enzymes required are present in the stroma. Okay. So now what happens is that this entire dark reaction or the Calvin cycle is divisible into 3 steps. The first step is carboxylation. As you see, it is carboxylation. Now what is carboxylation? The fixation of carbon dioxide. That means when a carbon group is added, it is called as carboxylation. So here what happens, if you see RUBP, now RUBP is a 5-carbon compound. This accepts carbon dioxide. It's the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is getting fixed here. RUBP, a 5-carbon compound, combines with carbon dioxide, a 1-carbon compound, to give initially a 6-carbon unstable compound. Now because, as I said, it's unstable, it doesn't remain that way. It immediately splits into 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, so the first product that is formed after carboxylation is 3-phosphoglycerate or glyceric acid. I can also write it as 3-PGA, the abbreviated form. And by the way, this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme Rubisco, a very, very important enzyme. Ribulose, bisphosphate, carboxylase, oxygenase. Okay. So A, we've got the name. Carboxylation results in the formation of 3-PGA. Now, I told you Calvin cycle is a 3-step reaction. The second step is reduction. This 3-PGA undergoes reduction to form a triose phosphate group. So B is triose phosphate. This is called as a reduction step. And the third step is regeneration. The triose phosphate group undergoes several reactions, is recycled to form RUBP, and this process is the regeneration step of the entire cycle. Okay, so now we've got the answers. The first one, A is 3-phosphoglyceric acid, B is the triose phosphate group. Let's now look at the options. Is it 3-phosphoglyceric acid for A and triose phosphate B? Yes. Is it triose phosphate A and 3-phosphate? No, this is wrong. Triose phosphate A and glucose B, no. And this is also incorrect. Glucose is formed later. Okay, we've got the answer correct, right? Just as we had looked through, just as we arrived, we've got the right answer here. The diagram represents Calvin's cycle. All the reactions that occur during the synthesis of glucose were given in detail by Calvin. Hence, it is also called as a Calvin cycle. The Calvin cycle includes 3 stages: carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. During carboxylation or the carbon dioxide fixation, RuBP, that is ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate, combines with carbon dioxide and forms into an unstable 6-carbon compound. The 6-carbon compound splits into 2 molecules of 3-PGA. Hence, molecule A is 3-phosphoglycerate or 3-PGA. Carboxylation is followed by reduction, in which 3-PGA is reduced with the help of ATP and NADPH to form triose phosphate. Hence, molecule B is triose phosphate. Triose phosphate is recycled to regenerate RuBP, the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide, and triose phosphate is also utilized to synthesize glucose. Okay, so the right answer, A was 3-PGA and B is triose phosphate. That is the right answer. A new question for you. Which is the first stable product formed during the Calvin cycle? Calvin cycle, also called as a dark reaction, is commonly called as a C3 cycle. What does 3 indicate? A 3-carbon compound. That's why it's called a C3 cycle. So here we have to see which is the first stable product formed during the Calvin cycle. We know that it is a 3-carbon compound because we're calling it as a C3 cycle. So now what is Calvin cycle? Now Calvin cycle is the reaction where atmospheric carbon dioxide is fixed into a carbohydrate such as glucose. Now this takes place with the help of the assimilatory powers ATP and NADPH that was formed during the light reactions, a light dependent reaction. Now the entire cycle is taking place in the stroma. This cycle is divided into 3 steps: the carboxylation step, the reduction, and the regeneration step. In the carboxylation step, RuBP, a 5-carbon compound, ribulose bisphosphate, okay, a 5-carbon compound, combines with carbon dioxide. Now this is 1 carbon, this is 5 carbon, and it initially gives a 6-carbon compound which is highly unstable. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme Rubisco, ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. Now this unstable compound immediately splits into 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid. 3-phosphoglyceric acid. Now this 3-phosphoglyceric acid is a 3-carbon compound, and that's why we call it as a C3 cycle, and this is the first visible product. Okay, so your right answer is B, 3-phosphoglyceric acid. So I told you Calvin cycle takes place in 3 steps. First is carboxylation. So carboxylation results in the formation of 3-phosphoglyceric acid. The second step is called as reduction. Now what happens in reduction? This 3-phosphoglyceric acid, in the presence of utilizing ATP and NADPH, gets reduced. So the step is called reduction. It gets reduced to a triose phosphate, also called as glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, and that's what you see in option A. So this is not the first visible product. This is formed after PGA undergoes reduction. Now this triose phosphate undergoes a series of reactions, and it undergoes recycling, and it is used to regenerate the 5-carbon compound, that is RuBP. That is why the third step is called as regeneration. Okay, so triose phosphate is used to regenerate RuBP. This is not the first visible product. And finally, this triose phosphate is also used to, or rather it goes through certain reactions to give rise to glucose. So triose phosphate is not the first visible product. The first visible product is 3-PGA, that is 3-phosphoglyceric acid. This is carboxylation process, and this is the first visible product. All the light independent reactions of photosynthesis during which sugars are synthesized was discovered by Calvin. Hence, it is also called the Calvin cycle. It includes 3 stages: the carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. During carboxylation or the carbon dioxide fixation, carbon dioxide that enters the chloroplast through stomata combines with RUBP. Hence, RUBP, that is ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate, is the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide. RUBP combines with carbon dioxide and forms an unstable 6-carbon compound. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme Rubisco. The 6-carbon compound splits into 2 molecules of 3-PGA, 3-phosphoglycerate or 3-phosphoglyceric acid. 3-phosphoglyceric acid is a 3-carbon compound and the first stable product formed during the Calvin cycle. The 3-PGA undergoes reduction to form glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, which is also known as a triose phosphate. This is called the reduction stage of the Calvin cycle. It requires ATP and NADPH. The third stage is called regeneration, where RUBP is regenerated from the triose phosphate with the utilization of ATP. So the right answer is, the first visible product is 3-PGA, that is 3-phosphoglycerate. That is the right answer. A fill in the blanks question for you. Dash are required for the formation of 1 molecule of glucose during the Calvin pathway. Okay? Is it 3 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 18 ATP plus 18 NADPH, or 6 CO2 plus 12 ATP, or 6 CO2 plus 18 ATP plus 12 NADPH, or 6 CO2 plus 18 ATP plus 24 NADPH? Okay. Now, what is the end product of photosynthesis? It is glucose, C6H12O6. Correct? How many carbons? 6. Keep that in mind. Now, I'm going to show you the Calvin cycle or the dark reaction, or we commonly call it as a C3 cycle. Now, this is where fixation of carbon dioxide takes place in the stroma. It's a light independent reaction, which is why we call it as a dark reaction. Calvin gave a detailed explanation of this. He divided the entire cycle into 3 steps: carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. The first step is carboxylation. So what happens in carboxylation? Now remember what our end product is. It is glucose, a 6-carbon compound. Okay. Now look at this cycle. RUBP. Now RUBP, I'm just going to write it here. Ribulose bisphosphate, ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate is a 5-carbon compound. This combines with carbon dioxide. Okay. This is a 1-carbon compound. Now this combines it, so this is the primary acceptor of carbon dioxide to give rise to a 6-carbon compound which is highly unstable. Now this immediately splits into 2 molecules of a 3-carbon compound called as phosphoglyceric acid. Now this is the carboxylation step or the first step of Calvin's cycle. Okay, I told you there are 3 steps. Now what happens? This 3-PGA, how many molecules? 2 molecules, keep that in mind. Okay, so this 3-PGA undergoes reduction to form glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate or 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, commonly called as a triose phosphate. For this, ATP and NADPH are required. Here we are showing just 1 each, but remember there are 2 molecules, right? So technically 2, right? So anyway, so now we are looking at PGA undergoing reduction to form a triose phosphate. This triose phosphate is recycled to regenerate RUBP. So this second step was reduction. The third step is regeneration. And for regeneration, you can see 1 ATP is used to regenerate 1 molecule of RUBP. Have you got it? So we need ATP and we need NADPH. But we are looking at C6 as the end product. See, this triose phosphate is what is giving rise to glucose. Can be converted into sucrose, fructose, or stored as starch. Okay, so to get the 6-carbon compound, this is repeated. In fact, this carbon dioxide, it enters 6 times. You are looking at it 6 times. So now you tell me what is the right option. It is 6. Is it A? Okay, I'll directly give you the answer and I'll explain. It is C. Okay, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide are involved to release glucose, that is a 6-carbon compound. 18 molecules of ATP are utilized. 6 during the regeneration of RUBP and 12 during the reduction of PGA to triose phosphate. and 12 molecules of NADPH again during the 12 molecules of NADPH used to reduce 3-PGA to triose phosphate. No ATP and NADPH are utilized during carboxylation process. It's only during reduction and regeneration. So the right answer is C. A, B and D you can eliminate. This is what we just looked at. ATP and NADPH are the assimilatory paths formed during the light reaction of photosynthesis. These are utilized to synthesize glucose. The synthesis of glucose occurs in the stroma of chloroplast and is independent of light. The detailed pathway of synthesis of glucose was studied by Calvin and his co-workers. This biosynthetic pathway is called as a Calvin cycle. The Calvin cycle includes 3 stages: the carboxylation, reduction and regeneration. Carboxylation does not require ATP or NADPH. ATP and NADPH are required during the reduction and the regeneration stage of the cycle. For the synthesis of one molecule of glucose, 6 carbon dioxide, 18 ATP and 12 NADPH are required. 12 ATP and 12 NADPH are utilized during the reduction stage of the Calvin cycle, and 6 ATP are utilized or required during the regeneration stage. So the right answer is 6 carbon dioxide, 12 ATP and 6 carbon dioxide, 18 ATP and 12 NADPH. That is the right answer.